Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Man United Agenda. And it is a big welcome to the Man United Agenda with would you sell, keep, what would you do? Being a Manchester United manager or the board.
Ah, that's nice. And then we start off. We've got a clip of the week before we even begin.
Have we?
Have
Yeah.
we?
Yes. Solo, you didn't. You was talking about. Couldn't hear you, bro.
Well, my mic's all right. I'm on.
You was muted. Kev,
No.
back me up.
My mic's on.
It is now.
Well, it was on earlier. I didn't touch it. Unless someone muted me, I didn't touch it.
No,
Unless someone
no.
muted me, I didn't touch it.
No
So
sticks
anyway,
up there.
guys, the jokes are on me at the moment, but I know I didn't touch my mic. But anyway, welcome to the Man United Agenda. And also, guys, please remember, we will be doing a live draw this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. for the signed Bruno Fernandes football shirt. We will be putting a disclaimer on it by saying, if you do not claim the shirt by 7 days, we will then redo another draw, so someone else will have the opportunity. So please make sure you tune in to the Man United Agenda this coming Thursday at 8:30 p.m. But before we do all that, guys, OMONDI, welcome. Mr. B, welcome. Rebel and Talk, welcome.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. I just wanted to say quickly, I'm after just seeing the camera pan to Bielsa in the City game. City have got their third goal, and it looks like he's after being whispered into his ear that Martial is being signed by Leeds. That's how disjointed he looks.
Oh, guys,
dear.
brilliant. And guys, it's the year around Christmas now, and I'm pretty certain everyone's got their wish list and their shopping list. I wonder what Mr. B is thinking. Do we sell Martial, keep Martial? What do we do with that shopping list? How much would you get for Martial these days?
Packet of crisps.
Don't call me out first. You know that was my name, Martial B, on Twitter. Yes, I have had to change it. I've had to rethink, and as much as it burns me, I think it's time. Oh God!
So, Mr.
Time
B,
for
you told
Martial
him
to
to get up on the poop deck, walk the plank, and basically jump into the Jack and Best of water.
The poop deck.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Monsieur B. Eh? Shame on you, Monsieur.
Ooh. Talk. Is that French?
Bonjour, ça va? Oui, merci.
Who?
Ça va? Ça va?
Wait, you remember back in the days at school, they're the only words you ever remember after you finish, isn't it? I think that's all Talk remembered, isn't it?
No, I'm asking. No, hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. My missus is fluent in French and German.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you are.
Yeah, exactly. Don't mean you're
I'm going
fluent.
to just say, what am I saying to you, Mr. B? Bonjour, Monsieur B. Ça va?
Yeah, that's easy. I can say that. I can count in 10 in
What am I
French.
saying?
Don't
Hello-
make me French.
Hello,
What
Mr.
am I
B.
saying?
Hello,
B.
Mr. B.
Ça va?
Hi.
Très bien.
Très bien.
No, not
Très
very
bien?
good. No,
Si,
that's
si.
very good. No,
Here,
ça va
that's
means, are you
Spanish.
okay? Are you okay?
Si
Just means, are you
Spanish.
okay?
Oh,
So when
see,
I
and I
say
can
it, you
answer that.
say,
we.
Oui.
Et
Je
toi,
m'appelle
ça va?
Je m'appelle Solo.
See,
You say, et
the
toi,
only
ça
one-
va, when I ask you the question.
Okay. Then.
And here you go,
Et
Talk
toi, ça
thinking
va.
he's fluent in French.
You know what's funny though, lads? Is less than about 2 weeks ago, Mr. B was basically saying to Martial, "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?"
Oh,
Oh, I mean, that one, well, that is going on the Friday night table.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Hey, I'll tell you a quick story about French, actually. Right, me and my missus, south of France, in a place called Bandol near Marseille. I was like learning French at the time, bits and bats and all that.
Learning.
So
You hear that, boys?
she says-
Learning.
Yeah. Oh, listen, this is funny. This is classic. This is a proper Del Boy moment. So she says, right, I'm going to go and get my hair. She was having something done to her hair. So I was like, right, sweet, I'll just wait out here on the front. Sat there on the front, baking in the heat. And I was like, oh, it's getting too hot, man. I better go in where, in the shop where she is. So I walks in and I goes in thinking I'm clever and I goes, Sallo. And everybody just bursts out laughing. And I'm stood there red-faced. Even like even not just sunburn, but like proper embarrassment. Thinking, yeah, what are you laughing at? Because I thought I'd gone in and said hello in a different way of saying hello, but apparently I'd walked in and said bastard.
So
That's what it means.
basically, what I'm taking from this is that TalkMU is the cop from Allo Allo trying to speak French.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, you're right there, Rebel.
Talk
You're
is
right.
still learning. Absolute learning.
Monge too.
Oh, guys, if you brilliant, guys, if you're watching the content, liking, sharing for the first time, we're the Man United Agenda, and yes, we are going to be talking about who do we sell, who do we keep, and obviously the topic is Mr. B always has been a Martial fan. He couldn't see where we were talking about when we were saying he wasn't there or thereabouts as a Man United player. He used to defend it, but at the moment now it seems like he's agreeing with us, the panel, to say we're on the borderline with Mr. B. Mr. B, let's go to you first with Martial. Sell or keep Martial? So with Martial, he's been at Man United how many years now? Mr. B, 7 season?
5.
7.
Is it been that long?
7 season. He's been at United. 7 season. Age 26, we're signing from Marseille for a total figure, I think, is it
54 million pounds.
54 million pounds. His current valuation is only 31. So dipped a little bit, sort of 20 million loss of profit. Now, a lot of people listening to people and saying, when it comes to Martial, he's had 2 good seasons. Eye test is telling me he's only had 1. Stats is only telling me he only had 1 season. So, Mr. B, his best season was when he played, 31 games, 2 as a sub, and he scored 11. But in all competition, I think he scored 20, was it 21 or 22 or something like that?
Oh, Jesus. You know what?
But in the Premier League itself, he scored 11 goals in the Premier League. 32 games and 17 in the Premier League, and he scored 5 goals outside of the Premier League.
But even those numbers aren't great. And that was a good season.
That was a good season, 17 goals, 32 games and 1 sub.
Am I going by stats or am I going by eye? Because if I'm going,
you can go by eye test. I know Amonde is going by eye test. I can see Amonde is looking right at me right now. Eye test. Amonde ain't looking at no stats.
Let's be honest. If it's an eye test, then he's done nothing. If it's my heart, I want him to stay. But I've got to be sensible. There's so much players ahead of him. The system that we're playing, I don't think he would be the best option to choose. So as much as it would hurt me, I'm saying to...
Oh, Mr. B.
Mr. B.
I'm saying to sell Martial.
Merde.
So before I move on to everyone else here, quick one. Mr. B. So if you had the option of keeping Fred and...
That's unfair, Solo. That's unfair, bro. Oh, dear, that's unfair.
Who would you keep? Fred or Martial? Let's see it. Let's do two different positions, but if you had a choice, which one would you pick?
4 games, on the last 4 games, Fred. On everything before that, I would choose Martial's mum over Fred.
That's 2 answers.
No, that's 2 answers. You only need 1.
One answer, Mr. B. Come on, let's have it. Don't squirm.
Fred.
Oh,
hallelujah. 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 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. We keep Fred. We keep in Fred.
You're going to regret this, Mr. B.
You are. Let's go to Rebel, because Rebel is down there. Keep or sell, Martial?
I will say this only once. Mr. Martial must go. Sacre bleu. Between him and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who couldn't find the back of a net if you put him in front of 5 goals. The ball that came on that Liverpool game, what was it, 4 or 5 seasons ago, that deflected the ball into the net? That is more potent than Tony Martial. He's no more a forward than we are on Sky Sports at the moment. Get that man the heck out of our club.
So, age, obviously, age 26. So he's still young. Age 26. Appearance for Man United, 228 appearances with 79 goals.
Yeah, that's the problem. Read that appearances and goals tally again.
So 288 appearances with 79 goals.
So barely, not even 1 in 3 does he score. His duty on the pitch as a striker is to score goals.
Not to
He's
sulk.
not to sulk on the pitch. But at the end of the day, he doesn't deliver. I think Ray Charles would probably find it easier than he would.
Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder, innit? Just giving it, yeah. I know where the goal is. Don't worry, I got it.
Oh God.
Oh, Monday. Sorry. Let's go talk. Let's go to talk first, and then Monday. Sell or keep.
Well, I mean, for me, really deep down, I want to keep him. I want to keep him. Surprise, surprise! I want to keep him. And you know why? Because some of the goals that he scored for us, he scored some really great goals, haven't he? Mention, Liverpool goal. You know,
that's it. That's all I can remember.
I know, but I just think, and also he did have some problems with it in his personal life. I remember reading about, which was getting quite out of hand, I believe. And you know what? I think that obviously added to it, because you can't go from what he was in those seasons, like was it the 18-19 season when he had probably his best season? I think it was the 18-19 season.
1920.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just still think now, thinking about it, with what Ralph Rangnick wants to do.
With all due respect, I'll talk.
Go on.
Greenwood goals to game ratio. Tony, I can't find an it. Martial goals to game ratio.
I know, but I don't know. I want to keep it.
You know what, talk? I'm coming back to this with you, because there's a player, and I reckon you're going to say sell him, yeah? And I'm going to cuss you.
Go on.
I'm coming for you.
Go on, I'm waiting.
We wait. No, we go to on Monday next. On Monday. Sell or keep. Sell or keep. Eye test on Monday.
I think we should sell him if we can get good money for him, but we don't want to sort of weaken our squad. But yes. I'm disappointed with him as a player. I think he's come on a very young, on a big wage, 50 mil, whatever, supposed to be superstar. And I think when you give sort of a young player that sort of a stand-in and give them that sort of money, I feel that he's lost his motivation. I think he can go elsewhere and get his form back. And he's coming into the peak years of his career. So he really needs a wake-up call, because I don't think it's going to happen at Man United. So I would sell him as long as we get someone in to replace him. And a lot of people said in the past that he's a good finisher. He scores goals. I don't see it. I don't see it. He can't header. He can't shoot with his left foot. When he passes the ball into the net, you never see him sort of put his laces through it, that kind of thing. His goal ratio I can accept, because he's always played out wide. I'd like to see his assists. I just think he gets the ball. He's very talented. He can dribble very well, tight, close control, that kind of thing. But when it comes to being a predator, and now in this new system, he would probably have to play as a striker. Not doing it for me. So unfortunately, he had a good career. Well, he's had a good long time at Manchester United. He has to be classed as disappointment.
Can I ask you one day, do you not think Rangnick could bring out
what we know? He won't fit in the system. He will not fit in the system.
Do you not think?
You need. I think what it is, you need emotion, and his face is just. You don't know how he's feeling. He could be delighted one day. You wouldn't know about it. Even when he scores a banger or a great goal, he just, I just don't see the passion in him. And this is your highlight of your career. You get 10, 12 years at the top, and he doesn't seem passionate enough. And I don't think he's good enough. I think we're getting players in now through the youths and everything else, and players are out there who are probably better than him, who are giving a lot better in the Premiership. I think you look at someone like Ollie Watkins. I think he's more passionate and more direct than him.
No. I love it.
What was that?
Monday's going to say Ollie Watkins, my favourite player, next.
No, I'm just comparing. It's someone who came to mind. Ollie Watkins he's hungry. He's got that desire. He's passionate. He got something to prove. I think Martial, I don't know. It just seems to lost his desire. So if we get an opportunity, I think we should sell him and get someone else to replace him.
Yeah. And I second that as well on Monday. I think he came in the club bright prospect. But for me, it's almost if we keep him, the longer we keep him at the club, whenever a new player come in, it's almost he sulks too much. I don't know of his facial, because at the end of the day, I don't care if he smiles
You
or
can't
don't
tell.
smile. I just want him to go on perform on the pitch. But it seems like any player come in, it's almost like he's sulking. But he's at Man United. He should be sulking. He should be fighting for his position. When his best season at Man United, don't get me wrong, he didn't have any competition or anyone coming in. But the minute we had in, I believe it was the piano player, I call him, came in and he started sulking. And that was a problem. But anyway, we're moving on from Martial. I think I've said sold. OMONDI sold. Rebly sold. Mr. B sold. Talk. You said keep.
Yeah.
So, guys, we are moving on to the next topic, and it's Paul World-Class Pogba.
Paul Labille Pogba.
Talk, stop it.
What? That's his name. I'm just saying his name. Say my name. Say my name.
Pogba. He's been at Man United. He came from, I can't really pronounce the club he came from as a youngster. Go on. Le Havre. What is that called? Him talk.
Le Havre.
Le Havre. Came to them on a free transfer as a youth academy. Been at Man United. Obviously, he only made 3 appearances back in 11-12 season. Then he went on a free to Juventus because of the agent he's with. And he then came back to Manchester United. And since he's been at Man United, his actual best season was in 18-19 as well. But obviously, there's always, his agents always come out with, he's going to leave. Then he goes on France international with France. All of a sudden, the manager is coming out saying he's not been treated correctly at Manchester United. So there's always something about Paul Pogba, but he himself has never come out and actually made any statement or even defended a statement about him staying or leaving. All he say is happy and he wants to continue the project at Manchester United. He can sign for anyone, any European club in January. So, do we let Pogba go, or do we try our hardest to keep Paul Pogba on Monday?
I think we should try to keep him. There is a player there, but only if he's prepared to have an attitude adjustment and play how the manager wants him to play. And that's all about mentals now. He's got the ability to do everything. He could be a good number 6, I think, if he just takes a few things out of his game, which is like showboating and just do the simple thing. Look at Kante at Chelsea. He just does the simple thing, rows along, no attitude, gets on with his game, and just does what is expected. No slickness, no fashion, no style. Just get on the pitch and just do something direct. Paul Pogba's 6'3", strong as an ox, and he should be able to do what Fred does, for example, and just sit there in a new system, and distribute the ball, keep popping the ball into, because he's got so much quality with his passing. You see short, long-range passing, 1-2 touch football. He's a good footballer. So I think if he changes his attitude and does what the manager wants him to do, not what he wants to do, because sometimes I've heard him say he just wants to express himself and all this kind of thing. It's for the team. He ain't won anything at Man United. So forget that. That goes out the window. You come into your latter stage of your career, the prime years of your career. If you want to be a winner, you need to do it for the team now and change your attitude. That's the only reason I'd keep him.
Okay, talk.
I pretty much agree with OMONDI, to be honest. But the only question mark I've got with Paul Pogba, we all know about his skill set. It's there to see for everybody. So is his kind of takeoff speed. If he needs to get somewhere quickly, he hasn't got that, has he? He needs a bit of a run up, to really get going. So if he can somehow improve on that under Rangnick, if Rangnick's going to look at his physical and his tactical abilities, because this is what Rangnick talks about, developing players in that manner, then maybe we could, see more from Paul Pogba. But I think just because of the way we're going now, I think I would want to keep him.
Mr. B.
I want to keep Paul Pogba. I really, really do. I know he's inconsistent. I know he wants too much money for the job that he has done for us so far. I know Mino Raiola is a pain in our arse. But I look at what he's got as his skill set, his range of passing, his vision. It's just I'm not even sure if it's his attitude, because he doesn't really mope around on the pitch. So I look at what he's got, and this is the stuff that we need our central midfielder to have. Everything technically he has. Mentally, I'm just not sure I can handle another season of Paul Pogba being flitting in and out. So, oh God, I'm keeping Paul Pogba. I'm keeping. Yeah, you know what? I've got to be sensible. We need bullets, and we need people who can supply bullets. And I think in the formation that we are now playing, Paul Pogba can do a job.
Rebel, keep or sell Pogba.
Now, I'm going to lump him in with Mr. Martial because these lyrics pretty much sum up how I feel about the two of them. Now, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. Basically, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, stuck in the middle with Martial and Pogba. Let's get serious.
I can hear the click tools coming out again.
This man was here under the great Sir Alex Ferguson. He left us in 2012. Ferguson obviously saw something that he didn't feel the need at the time to introduce him into the team. When he was on the way up, he was on the rise, and this was when Paul Pogba wanted to put his mark on football. He kind of reminds me a bit of Nani, except unfortunately, Nani didn't have the talent to back up the fact that he thought he was Cristiano Ronaldo. Pogba is one of the most frustrating midfielders I've ever watched play for Manchester United. He can affect change in a game, but too often we see him crawl back in under his shell and disappear. When the chips are down, Paul Pogba doesn't seem to have the heart for Manchester United that he does for the French jersey. And unfortunately, I need to make him walk Mr. B's plank, follow Martial into the Shark Tank, and basically disappear. And Mr. B, you cannot change horses from 2 weeks ago on Martial, and
he's bringing him back.
Okay, pop pickers, we've got some lovely stats from Mr. Matt in the chat there.
Oh,
so that's that one there. So Matt's given us some bit of
yeah, I know, I can see. Yeah, listen, as I said to Mr. B earlier, who just joined it, who would you keep if you had the option to? Would you keep Fred or would you keep Martial? Which one? Let us know as well in the comment, because I'm sticking by Fred. I've always stuck by Fred, and I will keep sticking by Fred. For me, when it comes to Paul Pogba is a talented player, world class when he wants to be world class. In the new system, I would honestly give him the opportunity when he comes back from injury. I think he's due back. He's doing light training at the moment, and reports are he probably is due back sometime in January. Give him the opportunity. Let him see what he can do in the Ranieri's team, and let Ranieri, because that's what Ranieri says. If you want to leave Manchester United, you come and talk to me. Don't go through your agents. Don't go through anyone else. Come talk to me or talk to the board. So we'll find out exactly what Paul Pogba will be doing. But the drama with him, though, he just need to ditch that agent. You honestly need to ditch it.
Not happening.
But so 500k a week is what he's believed to want. That is absolutely.
He wants more. Yeah,
crazy.
He wants
money.
more than De Gea. He wants more than De Gea. There's on 375. He wants more.
More.
So guys,
that's crazy.
Hit those. Would you? Everyone in the comments here, we've gone through Martial. Do you keep Martial or sell him? Yes or no? Do you keep Pogba? Yes or no? Now, I'm keeping Paul Pogba. On Monday's keeping Pogba. Talk, you keeping everyone. Mr. B, you're keeping Pogba, and Rebel, you're ditching him.
Yep, not for 500k. No way.
So let's go to, we're going to talk about Dean Henderson, and this is where it's going to get a bit heated, because De Gea for me is Manchester United number one, and he's been Manchester United number one for a long time. The last few games especially, let's go back to the Norwich game. How many saves he did in that game alone. He kept us in that game. He's been voted, I think, is it 3 or 4 times our player of the season as well? Now, for me, Henderson is 24 years old. He's made 28 appearances and 12 clean sheet. He's been on loan to
Sheffield United twice.
Sheffield United, Grimsby Town, and so Sheffield United and Grimsby Town he's been on loan to before. He's been in the youth academy system for a very long time at Manchester United. I know Amanda always says by the eye test, you see him, De Gea don't come off his line, he doesn't shout, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. I see Henderson shouts, I see him come off his line, but one thing I see Henderson do, he parries all the shots that come at him. That's what I see him do. And he parries them back into the danger area. So, as I'm rumbling on with Monday, I know Monday went first earlier, but I'm going to Monday because I know Monday wants Henderson to be number
He's ready
one.
for you.
So, big up. Come on, Monday, hit us because I know I'm going to be either loan Henderson or sell him. And the reason why, we will have him for one season and we'll end up going that way. We'll have him for one season if we do keep him and get rid of De Gea and we end up buying a new keeper.
Hold on, there's no loan on that thumbnail. There's no loan option.
Okay, sell him. We'll sell him because what will happen is in a season's time we'll end up going to buy. We're going to go and buy a new goalkeeper anyway. So, Monday.
Keep Dean Henderson. I think Dean Henderson's the future of Manchester United. When you're looking at a new system, I'm just judging it by Ralph's new system. We play a high line. We camp them in their half. So there, you need a sweeper keeper. Someone's going to come off their line and sweep up everything that comes in behind. If it does come in behind, that sort of thing. And I've seen him do that on the occasion when he played. Was it Young Boys he played against the other day?
Yeah.
And he's better at doing that, it seems to me, coming off his line than De Gea, who likes to stay on his line and do spectacular saves on his line and doesn't control his box, doesn't command his area, and hardly comes out and claims the ball. All three things that Dean Henderson does well. Dean Henderson's got better communication than De Gea, and I think going forward, even though what people are basing it on is, look at these saves De Gea's making. Point blank saves. That's his thing. That's his forte. But there's about 5 or 6 attributes you need to be a good goalkeeper, especially in this modern football, and especially in Ralph Rangnick's side. So I'm really disappointed that no one's really highlighting the other issues, the other 4 deficiencies that De Gea seems to have, which would be communication, command of the area, coming and claiming balls, being not strong enough on set pieces, people surround him. That's 4 or 5 issues there that I have with De Gea already, and all these factors Dean Henderson has. So I'd keep Dean Henderson because sooner or later De Gea is going to get injured on a corner at Burnley where someone's going to pile into him and he's going to get he's too weak. Keep taking your pictures, guys, of these wonderful saves. Keep taking your pictures of them, and then look at the game against Man City where he should have came out and claimed that ball with Bernardo Silva. Look at all these options. Look at all these mistakes that I feel he's making by not controlling. Look at the defensive errors when we were having under Ollie. Where was he talking? He wasn't orchestrating the defense at all, in my opinion. Just my opinion. And that's what I'm saying. So I'm just highlighting the things that I see. I will say good things about people, and I'll also say the bad things. I'm saying there's more bad things outweigh De Gea than the good things when you guys are talking about, wonderful save. He saved us. Standard saves. Last game we had. 3 saves he made. They were all standard saves. Straight at him.
No. The first one wasn't a standard save on there. No, the first one wasn't.
Which one? The header from the guy who's playing Liverpool.
There's the header one. The header one, and
the left foot shot where he tips it over the bar.
Yeah.
Did he have to dive far for it?
He did. It's a reaction save on Monday. It's a reaction save.
So reaction save. That's his forte. Why didn't he come out and claim that?
But what claim? How can he claim it? The ball.
It was in the 6-yard box. The ball landed in the 6-yard box.
Pookie hit the ball. You can't come out and claim it.
Solo, you can blame this as much as you want. I'm asking a question. Why didn't he come out and claim it?
But because he can't come and claim it when Pookie is hitting the ball from 18 yards out.
All right. If I came into your house, you'd say, "This is my house. Get out of my house. Stay away from my wife." You'd say that to me, wouldn't you? You'd say, "Stay away from my wife and get out of my house."
Monday.
The game about with the ball coming into his area and everything else. Get out of my house.
He didn't come in his area. He didn't come across. It was a ball. It was basically Pookie beat the defender and smashed the ball from the 18 yard box.
Are you talking about that one? I'm talking about the header.
Oh no, don't worry about the header. I'm talking about that one.
All right. This is why This is why we need to invest in a tactical board where we can go through these things in fine detail. Because I'm trying to make you visualize moments where he's failing, and you guys are thinking about other shots on target and that kind of thing. I say we keep not to Henderson needs to stay. He's quality. I hate to see him go somewhere else. At 24 years old, bred at Man United, came for our youth academy, and we're going to go and sell him for someone, and then realize De Gea is not really at the races. Why isn't De Gea playing for Spain? Because he lets balls go in between him at big major tournaments.
Play for Spain. He starts for them.
Huh?
He starts for Spain.
He doesn't.
Someone Google, please. Someone Google that now. This is the clip this. So where's he playing for Spain?
Well, we're going to clip the one that you think Pouquet was crossing the ball in.
Move it on.
Talk. You go talk. Solo keep Henderson. I love this subject. You know why, guys? If you're watching, please subscribe, because I know this one would have got a Monday today. I knew this one would have. We had a little call earlier and he wasn't on the call, and I said it. This will get him going.
Right. Okay. So Dean Henderson, for me, I think we've got to keep him. That's a dead cert. But the question I've got to ask is, can he take on the deficiencies that he's got in his game from the strengths of De Gea and vice versa? You know what I mean? Can that happen? Because if that can happen, then we're sorted, aren't we? So what's the question is, what's easier for these two keepers to do, you know, in terms of learning these new skill sets? And I would say probably for De Gea, it'd be easier for him, for the deficiencies that we see in him, for him to be able to bring that into his game. So I think being a top shot stopper like David De Gea is hard to, you know, it's hard to sort of pick that up, really, innit? You know what I mean? So for me, I would keep Dean Henderson though, because he has got. I think he's still got a lot of improvement, and so we may see that improvement in him, you know, in the shot stopping, etc. But for me, at the moment, I just think I would rather stick with De Gea, but I will keep Dean Henderson.
Rebel.
Okay, let's break this down.
Sorry, Mr. B. I ain't been to Mr. B yet. I've skipped past Mr. B. Oh, go on, Rebel. You go on there, Mr. B. Go.
Let's break this down real quick. Remember a guy called Simon Mignolet? He looked fantastic at a team called Sunderland. Dean Henderson has earned his stripes at Sheffield United. David De Gea, at one stage, was a world-class keeper. He has done it at the highest level of competition. Dean Henderson has yet to show us that he has the battle to be a Premier League #1 at a top club. I'm not convinced that he has reached that stage yet. According to transfermarket.com, Dean Henderson currently is worth 20 million simoleons
20 million, yeah.
to us if we sell him. So I say, because looking at it, as you said, in about a year and a half time, we're going to be looking at a new keeper. Cash in on Henderson, take a 20 million quid, go off, get that RB Leipzig central midfielder, bring him over and get ready for the Champions League this year. De Gea is perfectly well capable of continuing for the rest of this season without any bother or bluster whatsoever. Henderson, I'm not convinced.
Okay, Mr. B.
So Henderson, I'm not having Henderson over De Gea. I don't give a sherbet. I hear OMONDI talking about his speaking to the defense. Well, OMONDI, you're not on the pitch. He could be talking bare fart in their ears and telling them to go places where they shouldn't be going. So until I get full clarification that Henderson is talking sense, I'm not having Henderson ahead of De Gea. De Gea started the season because he had COVID, fine. But at no stage has Henderson, they've seen him in training, at no stage has Henderson been close to replacing him. He's played one game under Ranić, and then De Gea came back in. Ranić has the option to be saying, well, hold on a minute, I think you're better than him, or you're better than him, and he hasn't. So me personally, I'm selling Henderson, but I'm inserting a buyback clause, which somebody else wrote in the chat, so that we can get him. I think he's a good goalie, but at the moment, I think that De Gea is better than him. Sell Hendo.
Okay, so sell Hendo. I think on Monday and talk. That's it. Sorry, on Monday.
What do you think, Solo? What do you think?
To be honest with you, Henderson is a good goalkeeper, but for me, it's going to be David De Gea. David De Gea.
So what do you think then? Sell or buy? I mean, sell or keep. Sorry.
I'll sell. I'll sell Henderson. I'll take the money.
So it's 3-2.
I'll take the money. I honestly will take the money.
Split
so guys,
decision, it's not bad.
Yeah. So guys, if you watching, please like, please share, please subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe button. And remember, if you're watching and you have subscribed to us, we will be doing a live draw on Thursday from 8:30 p.m. to give you the chance to win yourself the signed Bruno Fernandes football shirt in a live draw. So what we will be doing now, we'll be going on to a player that, listen, it's all about the Messi Lingard. Again, same situation as Paul Pogba. Contract finishes run out in the summer. Do we keep him or do we sell him? So let's go to Rebel. Keep or sell Messi Lingard?
Do you know, part of me just wants to say, purely on the basis that it would absolutely annoy the living daylights out of Mr. B, because he absolutely hates Lingard since the West Ham jersey incident, that we should keep him and keep him front and centre in front of Mr. B's eye line at all times. That's what I want to see. I want to see this guy parading. And you know what? Give him a little West Ham badge for the side of his United jersey and just get him to point to it every couple of minutes for it to annoy Mr. B. No, okay, let's get serious. Jesse Lingard, at the very best, is a third choice number 10 for us. We are looking at a situation, and sorry, just to give you a quick update, Mahrez 4-0 City. But aside from that, Jesse Lingard is a third, maybe fourth choice player. We've got a number of players coming through from the youth system that Ralph has been very excited to bring through. I don't see a future for him at Manchester United. It's going to be very frustrating for him if he stays with us. So the question is, can we get a team to bite in January when he has 6 months left in his contract to give us a couple of quid to let him go then and there? I imagine we're going to have to eat something in this. Either let him leave without a transfer fee or something, because I don't think anybody's going to pay for him in January, unfortunately, because Newcastle, they're probably the main team that are going to be in for him. Are they going to pay 5-10 million in the hope that he drags them to Premier League safety for next season? Probably not. They're going to look for a higher level of talent. So it's going to be a difficult one to shift him in January. So I think the reality is with Lingard is we're going to be left with him in the squad for the rest of the season, try and utilise him in the cup games, and then watch him walk out the door in the summer for free.
All right. And Mr. B. Can't hear you.
Muted.
It was a good job I muted that because I swore. Let me get my head in order. I have no respect for Jesse Lingard at all. I want him out of the club. I don't care if he scores 25 hat-tricks in the 25 games that he plays for us between now and the end of the season. I want him out of the club. From a player, tweets, retweets, himself in a West Ham kit, doing his Lingard, whatever he does, he's signed. Yeah, I'm done. He's a big grown man and he's walking around making imitation glasses. He can get out of our club. I have nothing but, I have no love, no respect for Jesse Lingard. Lingard to be sold.
Mr. B, if he scores 25 hat-tricks in the remainder of the season, I will go to Old Trafford and I will pay for a bust of him to be put in front of the Sir Alex Ferguson stand.
Oh, brilliant. Talk, sell or keep?
No, he's got to go. You can't be doing that. I agree with Mr. B. You cannot be doing that. You don't disrespect Manchester United Football Club. Don't care how big you are, how big you think you are, what you've done in the past or what you may do in the future. You don't do that. No, under any circumstances. So for me, he's gone. 15 million, I think we'll get for him in January. And I do believe we will sell him and it'll be to Newcastle. End of. Gone. Ciao.
Okay. a man with a bit, we were at the West Ham game and Jesse Lingard got the winner on Monday. Come on.
Yeah, I think who is it? I think it's Rebel said keep him to the end of the season. I wouldn't sell him, let him go on a free, because I think if we let him go, there will be a major void just in case Sancho or Bruno get injured at the moment. I don't think the likes of Hannibal, Zidane, all these number 10s or attacking midfielders are ready to fill those boots just yet. Lingard is a top quality player. And I'm really gutted, I think, when we look at I watched an interview with Angel Gomez with Brewster the other day. Really good interview. And Angel Gomez was asked, who is the most underrated player that you've played with? And he asked Brewster first, and Brewster said Milner. He said Milner's really underrated because he played with him at Liverpool. And Angel Gomez said Lingard. He said he's unbelievable. He's you don't realize the work that he puts in. He's talking about the certain drills that they do in training. He can maintain that pace over and over again, up and down, up and down. So these are real positive stuff about Lingard. And obviously what we saw when he's been released and allowed to flourish at West Ham, we saw what he can do in the Premiership. He's really can be a good player. But I do agree that he's probably third choice in this 2-2-2-2 system we have. He'd be behind Bruno and Sancho for me at the moment. And maybe Donny and him could fill those roles. But that's why I'd keep him to the end of the season and get someone else in who can fill those boots and then hopefully develop some of these youngsters that we have in those positions as well, like Ahmad, Hannibal, and Zidane and all these guys there, because I think they're not quite at that level yet. They're not as good as Lingard at the moment, but they're the ones who will fill his boots eventually. So Jesse Lingard, keep him to the end of the season and then let him go on a free.
Yeah. For me, Messi Lingard, that's what I call him, because I love it the way he goes to the Arsenal stadium and always literally get that golden moonwalk all over their stadium. Mr. B, I know you feel a bit hard done by with him wearing the West Ham shirt. Listen,
Can't do that solo. Can't do it, bro.
To be honest with you, does it bother me? I don't think it really bothered me, him wearing a West Ham shirt. At the end, they're providing, once he put on that Manchester United shirt and he goes out and, does the business on the pitch, that's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. But do we keep him? I think it would be probably in his best interest if he did leave Manchester United. At the moment, what reports I've heard, and I've heard him actually came up with it, he did something with Bruno Fernandes recently, and he was talking about learning Spanish. So that's probably an indicator that he will be going to either Real Madrid or Barcelona or one of those clubs in the summer. So, yeah, I'm going to say for him...
Real Madrid or Barcelona?
Mr. B,
Jesse
at the moment,
Lingard.
the problem... Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
The problem Barcelona are in right now, Barcelona need to sell.
Have never heard... I don't keep it... Right, so they need to sell. And
Have you seen the players Barcelona have?
Lingard.
Have you seen the players Barcelona got right now? Have you seen them? Pardon?
Lingard is really effective. He played, like I said, about the energy he has and the pace he has playing football with the ball, without the ball. Sure. He runs at the same speed. His 1-2 touch football in Spanish football would be really immense. I think he'd smash it over there.
Let's not forget. Sorry, let me just quickly. Let's not forget the Spanish league is slower as well. So yeah, maybe he might fit into that.
He would fit into Barcelona.
Just it's going to rewind to that David De Gea Henderson situation. There was actually an article published today. David De Gea sees his long-term future with Manchester United. He has been recently in battle for the number one spot with Dean Henderson, and he's been quoted as saying, "It's been a long time at United, but hopefully there are more years to come and more trophies to come, more good moments to live. So what can I say? I'm massively proud of what I did for this club and to play for this badge." This goes on for another bit, but basically it looks like the way that he's speaking, he's gotten the nod from Ralph that he's the number one. So I think on Monday, your boy, your protege, Mr. Henderson, is going to be saying toodles in January.
Can I ask you a question, Rebel? Did you get that from Romario?
Fabiano Romero.
Oh, you want to play Mr. Solo, do you?
Thank you.
You want to play Mr. Solo? Oh.
Here,
what does VDB stand for, Mr. Solo?
I remember Saka, of course.
Oh God! Let's not talk about what is it? Concussion.
Don't
What is
mess
that
with
again
Rebel, you know. Don't mess with Rebel.
Rebel's a
boy.
dangerous man.
Concussion.
Dangerous. Guys, remember, if you're watching the channel, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And thank you so much for everyone who's contributed with all the comments. On Monday, we'll go through some of these comments. On Monday, can we get through some of these comments? Because we've got some really positive
come on,
ones.
Man. There's loads of people in here today, man. Hi, Andrew Williams.
Big up.
Hi, Box. Box is talking a lot of sense. Let's have a look. If truth be told, this is regarding the goalkeepers. It says, if truth be told, we need a combo of De Gea and Henderson. So probably a new number one. Okay. Yep. That's so, yeah. So neither good enough. I think he's trying to say. Let's see. Sorry, going up. Here we go. Mark Edmond, he said, Pogba on 500k a week is another Ozil or Cedric Abanyang. Too much cash to let him go. So it's the issue about how much we would pay him. But aren't we a big club? Should that really matter at a big club? Or are we going to start talking about finances?
No, we need to talk about finance because
there's another thing here. Andrew Williams is saying 200k a week he would keep Pogba, but 500, no way. No way. Doesn't like that.
You can't.
Yeah, just about your song there, Rebel. Saragon says, Rebel, you'll be nominating yourself for OMONDI of the week. If you continue singing like that. Hi to Jackie. Jackie says, yes, I would keep Pogba. So she's in agreement with the panel, most of the panel here. And just coming down to the bottom now to more up-to-date issues here, more up-to-date stuff. And here's a good one from Saragon again. He says, Donny van der Beek. So we were saying Lingard is number 3 in the pecking order, but he says Donny van der Beek is back up number 10, really. He has more skills and guile than Jesse, I agree. And we were over-reliant on athleticism under Ollie. Fergie has moved on better players. So, yeah. There you got one. Thank you, everyone in the comments.
This one as well here, Mr. B. This will help because there's a couple of players we haven't spoke about. Like, obviously, Barcelona, the new Inter Milan, that's what we're talking about, the way, the condition that the Spanish clubs are in right now, especially Barcelona, and Real Madrid is sort of, with spending, is getting very close to them at the moment as well. So they might get a bit, get in trouble a little bit later on. And then you've got this one here. Barcelona might want Phil Jones.
What for? For what?
Oh, brilliant. Guys, remember, if you're watching, please like, please share, please subscribe to the Mania Agenda, and we will be back. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I believe we'll be back tomorrow night. And then remember, on Thursday night at 8:30 p.m., make sure you are tuned in. If you know anyone who else is subscribed to the channel and hasn't tuned in tonight, make sure they're aware of it as well. We will be giving you the opportunity to win yourself the Bruno Fernandes signed football shirt. We'll be doing a live draw on here. But the disclaimer is 7 days. If you do not claim that Bruno Fernandes football shirt in 7 days, we'll then take it to the following week and then we'll do another spin and see who claimed that Bruno Fernandes football shirt. So, from myself, solo, on Monday.
Hold on. Can I just make a declaration? I was referring earlier to Cedric.
You didn't know what's coming.
I just want to clarify something. Just for the viewers out there, I was referring to Cedric. He moved from Southampton to Arsenal, and he was negotiation about his wage. So I used him as an example with like Abanyang and that, to say about wages and whether they're worth it. Because when he went to Arsenal, he was on a bigger wage as well.
You're not getting away with that right back from Southampton. Cedric Aubameyang, yeah? Cedric Aubameyang. Oh, yeah, I love you, Amanda. You are too funny, bro.
Talk about backtracking, backpedaling. That was class of money. Like that.
Oh, you're brilliant.
On Monday, you just fell short of saying Obama who?
Brilliant, absolutely. Mark Edmond, thank you so much, guys. Listen, I just love it. I absolutely love coming on this show. I absolutely love talking about Manchester United, and I love the panel as well. All of us in the background. There's quite a lot of us on the Mania Agenda. We try to rotate the show so you guys get to see different faces all the time. But without you guys in the comments, subscribing to us, liking what we do, we wouldn't have a Man United agenda. So thank you so much to all of you guys. And we were saying thanks to Rebel before on Monday.
That moonwalk was in tribute to Lingard. Thank you very much.
All I'll say is au revoir.
Okay, last one here. We've got City are winning 5-0. And he's saying sell Martial.
Actually, Mark, you're wrong. It's 4-0. That goal was barred.
Rebel is shot off the press, isn't he? All news.
What's this? What's this? 1 second, sorry. Oh, you're up, big up, mate, from Dubai. Thank you for so much.
Yesterday he was from Tanzania.
Oh, was it? Okay. No idea.
He gets it in like he's around Wall and OS, doesn't he?
Come on.
Can I just say briefly before I let you go? Kevin De Bruyne is after scoring the goal of the season just now for the fifth. Wow.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't count. It was offside.
It was offside.
No, this is right after the VAR check. Kevin De Bruyne got the ball, picked it up in midfield, and had an absolute screamer.
Well, I've just watched it. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, who cares about Man City, man? This is a Man United
That's
channel.
neighbours.
No, yeah, I don't care about them.
Bonsoir.
But guys, we do care because we're in a title race now.
Yeah, I know. I like that one on Monday. We're in the title race. I've got you with this as well.
Under Ralph, the only thing we'll be singing is Bom Bom V. That means a good life.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, last notification, hit that notification bell. So when we go live, you will know we are going live on the Man United agenda. We are trying our hardest to bring in different shows each time we're talking, finding out different things. But please hit that notification bell as well to give you the notification to say we're going live. But from us, all of us here, I'm waffling on. Thank you so much to everyone for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the Man United agenda.
Good night.